moment is now. You're the giver. The fun part is getting you to believe that for yourself. He's the guy to do it. Here he is, Paul Santisi.
Hello, hello. It's a great day, everyone. This is Paul Santisi in the studio, and this is podcast number 4. Okay, enough is enough. Enough is enough. On this podcast, we're going to pull back the curtain. I've had enough of this, folks. I've been noticing this trend, this expanding bogus trend for years and years and years. And I've had enough. I have had enough of this on how most of the gurus and motivational speakers that are flooding the internet today and putting on seminars and workshops all across the world. Folks, the majority of them are all giving you the wrong information when it comes to life, happiness, and success, and really utilizing and benefiting from the law of attraction. And what they're teaching you or telling you to do, it's actually causing you to fail. Okay? Now, even though some of these people are well-meaning, sure, of course, some of them are, they're not speaking from real-life experience. They're just rehashing what's called sound good information that may keep you excited, keep you listening, but it's actually causing you to continuously fail. Therefore, if you don't speak from real-life personal experience, well, you don't even qualify to be teaching anyone anything. And you're actually becoming detrimental to other people's success. And we're going to talk about this, okay? I need to get this off my chest, and I need others to wake up to what's going on. We're going to talk about, well, there's 2 things that we're going to talk about where once you identify these 2 things, you're going to instantly know if you're listening to the right people or the wrong people. And many of you are going to get shocked. You're going to be shocked to learn that some of your favorite teachers are really not giving you the right information. And you're going to smack yourself in the head while listening, because you're going to realize that you have been blindly following the wrong people's techniques for years in some cases. The best part about this is that you're going to at the same time get massive clarity. So moving forward, you will know exactly who and not to listen to just by observing the 2 concepts that we're going to dig into in just a moment. And that's what we're going to cover on this podcast. Then on the next podcast, the one I'm going to record after this one, I will provide to you the right information on what you need to know in order to correct the mess, we'll say, that's in your head, that's muddling up your vibration, that all these gurus and motivational speakers have confused you with. So as soon as you're done with this podcast, this is podcast number 4, go right to 5. That way this one's not too long, okay? I don't want to go on this 40-minute epic rant on one big audio. Let's break it up a little bit. We'll all be able to digest the information a little bit easier. And before we get into that, before we jump into that, as you know by now, I am Paul Santisi, and I love to give away free content. And today's content giveaway is an audio that I created that has already been listened to by millions and millions of people, and everyone just loves it. And that is going to be epic. And like I said, we're going to get to that in just a minute. And also, as you know, each podcast, it's live, it's unrehearsed, and I'm just capturing the moment. And I'm in the sound booth right now, and I have a little note. It says, talk about the 2 techniques on what the gurus and motivational speakers say to keep people failing. Those are my notes. So if it doesn't flow perfectly and if my grammar is a little mixed up or I choke on my words, it's because I'm doing this live, folks. 1 take, 1 shot. I'm not looking at any notes, okay? Now, my intention for anything I create, and even within this podcast, is my intention, my energetic offering to everyone listening, is to assist the able to become more able in any aspect of their life. It's not to prove a point or to change anyone. It's not to be recognized. And I'm sure you can appreciate that. My intention is to only provide the right information based on real life experience, meaning, pay attention to this, meaning I actually learn something first. I go then apply it in my life first, and I don't apply it for 5 or 10 minutes. I apply it for months or years first before I decide to teach it. I walk the walk, folks. I observe what I learn and apply, and I put it into action first. Well, notes are on the floor. Carrying on. And this is key because 99% of the people out there that are trying to teach anything to anyone nowadays, folks, the fact is they don't put in the time. They don't put in the time, they don't put in the effort, and they don't observe anything first and have it work in their life first before they begin to teach it. They read something, or they do an internet search, or they watch a video or 2 on YouTube, and magically they become an expert. Because, folks, the truth is that most people listen to the wrong people, and then they wonder why they never see any real life results. It's because the person that you're listening to, they didn't listen to the right people either. They just listened to what's called sound good information. So they're confused too. And I may sound a bit fired up today, as you probably hear in my voice. And the reason why I'm fired up is because, like we just talked about, everyone wants to be a teacher nowadays. And people begin to teach others before they themselves have even applied and proven to work what they're trying to teach others. And most people, even the teachers who want to teach other people, are listening to the wrong people themselves. So, no wonder why so many people are confused, right? Let's think about that. You know, the one thing that makes me different, in a very valuable tool, by the way, for the masses, and this might be why countless millions of people are attracted to my work like a super magnet, is because I only speak from personal experience. I learn it, I apply it, I observe it in real life action. Then after months or years in some cases on some topics, I wait that long to know that it's worked in my life, to know that it's a positive experience before I share it with anyone else. This is key, folks. This is key. And we've talked about who do you listen to on some other audios. This is key. This is very important stuff. Now, follow along, because this is going to blow your mind, okay? Like I said, I've said this 1,000 times before, and I will say it another 1,000 times until every mind within the ether picks it up. The only people you should listen to is people who have what you want, people who have been where you are, and people who have been where you want to be. That's it, period, not negotiable, end of story. Because these 3 types of people will speak to you based on real life experience. There's no logic or made up opinion. And energetically, pay attention, energetically, they are offering you tremendous amounts of energetic support, encouragement, empathy and love. They understand that there's no competition. They're not sharing with you their knowledge for anything else. There's no personal gain. They're not trying to line their pockets. They genuinely want you to succeed. They genuinely want you to become the best version of yourself. Think about that. Number 2, the second thing is I apply and I observe what I learned from the right people. I don't just remember it. Remember, to know and not to do is not to know. I learn it, I apply it, and then I observe it in my life. And like I said, I do this for months or years before I decide to teach it. And I know I keep saying this, but this is really the crux of who you should be listening to. These types of people. I make sure everything that I'm sharing with you works in my own life first. I'm not guessing. I'm not wondering. I'm not hoping. None of that. None of that. Yeah, see? My Boston accent. None of that. There we go. I'm having fun today, folks. So let's keep on going. Now, I don't know exactly what the number is, but I would say it's about 99% of the gurus and motivational speakers that are muddling up the internet, we'll say, and the ones that are doing seminars and workshops, well, they never do this. They're teaching you things that they've never applied in their own life. So, and I won't say all of them. Some know this and some do not, but the result to you is the same. So what I'm doing, and I'm going to do this as kindly as possible, is I'm calling out right now. I'm calling you all out. I'm calling out all of the gurus and motivational guys and gals out there for giving people the wrong information, and on purpose in some cases. Folks, it's done on purpose, folks. And it's just to feed their own egos or for them to make a buck on people's emotional weaknesses. And we're going to pull the curtain back, like I said. There are 2 main red flags that we'll talk about in a minute. If you hear anyone telling you to focus on these 2 things, in my opinion, folks, these are red flags. Warning signs, red flag, run, run, run. Not only run, stop listening to them and seek other people's guidance. Sever your relationships with these people. They are not adding any energetic value to you or in your life. If anything, they're behind a cloak and they're actually becoming detrimental in slowing down or confusing your abilities to succeed. Now, before I completely pull the curtain back, there is some great gurus and there is some fantastic and influential motivational speakers out there. Yes, 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 absolutely. I know many of them. And these are great people with the right information, the right intention, the right vibration, and they do a fantastic job of helping the masses. However, they're far and few between nowadays. Very far and few between. It's more like trying to find a needle in a haystack, really. And I'm honing in on the majority of gurus and motivational speakers on this audio. And again, I would say, to me, it's about around 95%, might even be higher, they're more like motivational scammers, in my opinion. And that's it, folks. Time's up. I've had enough. I'm not going to take it anymore. It's time. It's time you all know, and it's all time you know the difference and how to use your own discernment with this. Because if you're listening to the wrong people, all they're doing is wasting your time, just taking your money and messing up your vibration. They're confusing you with doubt, fears, insecurities, confusion. And they do this by giving you the wrong information. And like I said, I'm not going to take it anymore, okay? And after I reveal these 2 indicators that you're listening to the wrong people, the good news is, folks, don't worry. Don't worry. I am Paul Santisi. I got you covered, and I got your back on how to fix this mental mess that we're going to talk about on the next podcast. On the next podcast, we're going to discuss why thinking about the how Why thinking about the how, pay attention, we're going to talk about why thinking about the how can virtually guarantee failure. Powerful podcast on the way. Now, whether you believe or not what I just said, it really doesn't matter. It's true, and yes, I will explain this. But first off, let's back up for a moment because this is an important subject. If you listen, and I mean really listen to most of the gurus and motivational speakers out there, here are the red flags, okay? Number one, most gurus and motivational speakers tell you to focus on these epic and these huge dreams. Expand your dream. Have these huge dreams. Expand your dream. That's number one. Now, hold on. Before you cut me off and say, Paul, you have to dream big in life. What are you going to say? Yeah, absolutely. You're right. No doubt. You are correct. You should dream bigger than you have ever dreamt. Yes, I'll even give you a little bit more knowledge here. I'll even share with you another nugget of gold that not too many others ever tell you about. You should have 9 or 10 lifetimes worth of dreams, and they should all be written down. I do. I have 10 lifetimes worth of dreams, and in each lifetime I live 100 years, and I have them written down on white paper and blue ink. The key is, here's the key. The key is that I do not have a time frame attached to them. Whether they come into fruition in this lifetime or not, it doesn't matter. We'll explain. The second thing that these do, second red flag, they tell you to put a time frame on these epic dreams and work towards them. Folks, the wrong information is when people tell you to attach time frames to all your dreams. Folks, we're not that smart, okay? We're not that smart. There is a higher energy that will work it all out for us. We do not have to figure it out. And yes, I will explain this further. But before I do, so these gurus and motivational scammers tell you to have these epic dreams, dream big, epic. So you have this epic goal and dream. I'm going to say, wow, I'm going to own 2 buildings. I'm going to have 3 casinos in Las Vegas. I'm going to have 100 restaurants and 15 yachts and a helicopter. Dream big. And then they tell you, now put a time frame on those goals. No, it's not how this works. They tell you to dream big. They tell you to put time frames on it. And then they say, now you go figure out how to achieve them. Because then they have the balls to tell you, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Folks, and they leave it at that. Sure, they motivate you by telling you that you can do it. Yes, that is true. What others have done, you can do also. Absolutely. But telling you to focus on these epic dreams and by telling you to put time frames on them is categorically wrong information. Because, pay attention, this will keep you in the think stage. It'll keep you under time pressure. No, folks, no. Do not fall for the trap. Do not fall for the trap. Think about this, okay? Think about it. One of Walt Disney's dreams was to create the happiest place on earth, right? His current objective back then, at the time, was to find land. Do you see the difference? His dream was bigger than him. And not for 60 years almost after his death. His dream now is bigger than ever. At the time of recording this, Disney just opened their biggest park in Malaysia. Something like $5.5 billion. It has its own metro system that runs underneath the entire park. That's how big it is. You see, his dream was bigger than his time. And he didn't put his dream was bigger than his time on earth. He didn't put a time frame on the size of his dream. Do you follow that? When you attach a time frame, this keeps you in a state of lack and confusion and lowers your vibration because you'll be focused on not getting it done in time. You are setting yourself up to fail because you'll be setting yourself up to fail before you even begin to start. Does this make sense? Folks, this is how these gurus and motivational scammers get you. It's how they get you hook, line, and sinker. Because the reason is, if you never know the truth about this, then all these gurus and all these motivational scammers, they have you hook, line, and sinker. They win, they get rich, you buy book after book after book, seminar after seminar after seminar, right? And you'll always lose and waste years of your hard-earned money because you're putting time frames on these epic goals. They're telling you to get a dream that's bigger, that's way bigger than your time may be on this planet or the time you have left. Then they're telling you to put a time frame on it. Boo, 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 boo. 2 thumbs down. Let's keep pulling the curtain back on the gurus and these motivational jackasses, shall we? You know, it disgusts me. Shame on all of you who take advantage of people who are simply seeking a better quality of life. Like I said, your run is over. Time is up for all you gurus and slick-talking motivational dirtbags who prey on people's weaknesses and give them the wrong information to line your own pockets. And you know what? You know who you are, and I know many of you are listening to me right now. And you're the one. You're listening to me right now. And, oh my God. Oh, you hear what Paul said? You're getting so offended. You're getting offended. You're disgusted with what I'm saying. Good. Fantastic. Hats and horns to ya. I hope in this moment you're having a massive gut check in realizing that you have been pulling from the wrong side of the energetic stick. You know what? Oh, how bad. How bad I want to mention names, folks. How bad I want to mention names. I have a list in my head of about close to 50 people. Well-known people, by the way. People that many of you look up to tremendously. Who are giving millions and millions of people the wrong information. You know what? But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to do what I feel is the right thing to do. And I'm going to rise above. I'm going to rise above and continue to pull the curtain back and shed more light on all this darkness. I refuse to give in to the temptation right now, folks, and name names. I'm not going to do that. The reason is that it's up to you, the listener, now, moving forward. Now that you know more about who to listen to and who not to listen to, now you can use your own discernment on who you want to listen to or who you should be listening to. You may know you shouldn't want to listen to them, but you still may want to. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. But I know that many of you probably just wiped out 90% of who you're listening to. Again, those who tell you to dream big, expand your dreams, have these epic dreams, epic goals, epic dreams. Make them as big as possible. And then in the same breath, they tell you to put a time frame on your dreams. And they give you no method of accomplishment. Stay away. Stay away from these people, folks. Burn the books. Tear up the t-shirts. Because now you have more knowledge. We pulled the curtain back. You have woken up. You have woken up. And I congratulate you. And let's go a step further. And if you're one of these gurus and motivational scammers, and you're listening to me right now, I welcome you with open arms to the wonderful world of Paul Santisi. where my intention is for you to feel better about yourself. It's not to change you. It's not to prove anything to you, but for you to feel better about yourself as I continue to share with you all the right information that is all based on personal, real-life experience. It's to inspire, to encourage, and love all. It's to love all who are seeking more knowledge, more wisdom, and more self-understanding about themselves and beyond. I'm here for you folks. I am here for you folks no matter what side of the stick you're currently on. I got your back. Because I know that we are much stronger collectively when more and more of us are sharing the right information with the masses. Okay? So take some time and chew on what we just talked about, because you will become a better person because of it. And consider changing your ways of thinking and become a better person by loving people first. Love people first and use money to help more people. And do this not only for your own energetic benefit, but my God, for the sake of humanity. Okay? Think about that, folks. I threw a lot at you. Go back and listen to this podcast over and over and over and over and over again. And you'll continuously have aha moments, moments of clarity, aha moments, cognitions, realizations, and it's going to click. And you're going to have flashbacks going back from your first motivational tape up until the last one you listened to, the last YouTube video you searched. And you're going to go, wow, I want to continue to listen to this person. He was right on point with what Paul was saying. But this guy, that gal, this guy, that gal, this guy, that gal. Delete, 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 delete. Stop wasting your time. Our time is precious, folks. And the one thing that gets me the most is that how other people think they can waste other people's time. It's our time. However, once you know how to observe this now, it's up to you. You have to make the decision to make the next decision for you in your own personal growth at whatever point you're at. Okay, let's end this podcast here. And what should I give away for free this time? Ooh, I know. I have an idea. How about, you're going to like this, how about a free audio on luck? Sounds good to me. Who doesn't want to be lucky, right? I have an audio. I've created it. And like I said, millions and millions of people have already listened to it. And everyone absolutely loves it. You can go to www. Do we even still use the W's? I do. www.howtocreateyourownluck.info. It is not .com. It is .info. And there is a formula to creating your own luck. There is a science to creating your own luck. And I reveal it all to you on this audio. It's powerful. It's fantastic. You will love it. And you can download it. It's free. And trust me, you will like what you hear. Again, the website is www.howtocreateyourownluck.info. Howtocreateyourownluck.info. Also, check out the main website. That's paulsantisimeditations.com. for all your favorite guided meditations, audio courses, physical products like energy coins, pendants, magnetic eye masks, and there's so much more available, plus a whole host of additional free audios, and that's paulsantisimeditations.com. And not sure how you're listening to this podcast. It's everywhere. But have a look on YouTube. If you haven't discovered what I have available on YouTube, you will be blown away there. Just search my name, Paul Santisi, where I have over 340 hours of additional free audios, videos, guided meditations, plus so much more content. And please make sure to subscribe to that channel as well. You can find me on Facebook. I have a handful of pages, but you can find my personal page. My name is Paul Santisi. Just send me a friend request. I can't send you a friend request. Facebook blocked me. They said, there is no way you know this many people from all over the world. And I said, but I do. They said, we don't believe you. And my account is blocked. So basically, if I sent you a friend request and you don't accept me back as a friend within 48 hours, they're going to mess up my account. So if you want to be my friend, great. I think I have some spots left. I'm almost at that 5,000 mark. So friend me, and we can connect over there as well. I share all sorts of great information over there. That's it, folks. Thanks for listening. I truly appreciate your time. This is your first time hearing me. I got intense at times, but I'm human. I feel emotion, and when I have to express it, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And that's just the bottom line. And also, you can download this podcast, and you can listen to it over and over again. And that's it, folks. Keep being you, and keep being great. And we'll see you next time with podcast number 5, where we will continue on where this one left off. And my God, is it going to be epic? I'm going to record that right now. That's it, folks. You know I love ya.